Hey guys, welcome back to episode 59 of Comic Plays Tales of Vesperia. We're going into a jellyfish world. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, I guess this is the lost city of Myorzo. How cool is that? It's on top of a giant flying Antilakea jellyfish thing. And this is where the Kritya come from. So, yeah, Kritya, kind of like the elf analog.
Hey, look! They're
What?
all Krityans.
Yeah, they're all Krityans here. You know?
Are they welcoming us?
Now this is a surprise. These visitors really are from the outside.
Well, so it was you who called on Myorzo.
And what is this? How strange. What curious ornaments you wear.
Hey, it's not polite to stare, you know.
Yeah, they're a little bit creepy.
How are such children as yourselves able to come here?
Is this monster an Antilakea, perhaps?
Oh, maybe they're not super familiar with
It's
Antilakea.
Baul. Have you forgotten him?
Oh, you're the one who descended to the Earth some years ago, right?
I believe Judith. Yes, Judith was your name. There was something you had to attend to, and...
Are you about finished? We would like to meet with the Elder.
Are you going to interrupt them when they're finally telling us what your backstory
Please
is?
feel free to do as you wish.
He may be out for a walk again, though.
Rita's having a bit of a conniption there. Well, they were almost too welcoming.
Okay, so they're a bit weird.
That's actually called rude.
You're one to talk, Rita.
You
All
missed.
Krityans are pretty much like that. Like what? Oh, easygoing, unafraid. We are dreamers and optimists, for better or worse.
So is the Elder like that too?
Judith never seemed particularly optimistic to me.
He's the perfect elder for weird people.
Sounds like quite a unique individual. I'm trying to be nice here.
This should be interesting.
Alright, so we're gonna meet a Krityan elder.
The Krityans are different than I imagined.
Oh man, I totally agree.
What's so different?
You know, more like... I thought they'd be more like you, Judith.
Yeah, I'm seeing far less skin than I expected. I mean, come on!
So that's what the two of you were looking forward to?
What are you looking at me for? I was talking about her personality.
Seriously, let's have some decency here.
Is it me, or are you a little disappointed too, Yuri?
It's you.
Ah, man.
Carol, her personality is up here. Yeah, I guess a lot of people were thinking it. I honestly wasn't, but... Are these Blastia? It looks like a pile of junk. Yeah, kinda. Is it barrier? Huh, barrier. Is that, like, better than a tent? Because it had the tent icon. Alright, well, we're gonna enter. This place kinda looks a little bit derelict. Just a little bit. Welcome to Myorzo. You can't even kill time coming to a place like this. There are so many types of Blastia I've never seen before. Looks like the Krityans really were the ones who created Blastia in the first place. Yes, seeing all this Blastia makes it really easy to believe that. It sure would be nice if we happened upon a way to do something about your power, Miss Estelle. Really, that would be nice, but... It's not working. It doesn't have a core. It's just the body. This city has stopped using Blastia. What you see here is what everyone threw out long ago. Why would they do that? Because that was the path we... Oh. Alright. I'm guessing this is our elder. Yep. So, you are the cause of all of this commotion outside. You've returned to us. These children are humans who are traveling with me. This is Blastia, is it not? Yes, it's my Bodhi Blastia that I use. I thought the Earth Dwellers had stopped using Blastia like this. Do you not use the Blastia here because it uses a special formula too? There are no normal or special types of Blastia. Blastia is made by crushing apatheia and processing those pieces with technology to produce cores. And through the absorption of air... Hold it. Cores are made from crushed apatheia? Yeah, I don't know. I felt like we already knew that. Indeed, that is what the stories say. It appears apatheia was too powerful in its original form. Even without that power, it is a stone more valuable than any precious gem. This is why its power was restrained by breaking it into pieces and carving formulas into it, and thus its number will also increase. Our legends tell us that the cores were always produced in this way. Bit ironic, huh? Yeah. The apatheia that comes from Antilocheia, who hate Blastia, is necessary to make the very Blastia that they hate. Maybe Pharaoh didn't tell us about apatheia because he felt uncomfortable talking about it, you think? Elder, there are many things I'd like to ask you about. Wrong voice. We're trying to find out what sort of role Blastia played in ancient times, and if Blastia ever brought disaster to this world. We'd like to know how they might have been stopped. Myorzo must still have some folklore, right? Perhaps you could tell us what you know.
Very well. My home would be a better place to speak of such things. Please, go inside and wait for me there.
Nice slippers, by the way, man. Hey there, where are you going?
I was in the middle of my daily walk. I'll return to my house before too long.
Huh. Apatheia, Blastia, air disturbances, Antilocheia. Looks like everything's connected. We might see even more connections once he's told us about the Krityan folklore. The Elder's house is the large building with a differently colored roof than all the others. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, can I do some exploring, though? Oh, you're the people that came from outside. How boring. You're so normal. I'm pretty sure there were still Krityans living on the ground when the city was created. Now I remember, they built a city on some place called Mount Temza. Yep. Initially, Kritya just made a town in a remote location away from other people. Then Krone swallowed the town. Now we have quite this symbiotic relationship. Oh, Kronos is the jellyfish. What's this? You guys wouldn't happen to be Brave Vesperia, would you? Uh-huh. Tell me, how do you know about Brave Vesperia? How the hell do you know about Brave Vesperia? So that you could ask about warehouses. Has my aptitude for reorganizing warehouses actually stretched to lost cultures? Is it whispered on the cosmos? Okay, guys, I'm gonna level with you. I'm looking up a guide. I'm going to do this with a guide. I am typing it in right now. I hope you understand. I don't want to waste my time with this. Excuse me. And done. Yeah, guys, I can't give myself a headache with that any longer. 2,000 gold, thanks. You know, really, I don't deserve even that. I just watched a video. Wow, good to know that the guild is known by completely never heard of ancient civilizations. What's in here? There gonna be some shops I can go to? Save state here. Let's save that state. Save as me. Wow, that was a lot for it to save there. Oh, I could just rest here? I could just up and rest right there. Wow, they don't even charge me here. That's awesome. Okay, there's a beautiful view outside my window here. This town's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool town. So, it's a little bit crackly though. They could probably apply some extra cement to some of these walls. Oh look, Judas is with you too? Do you remember me? It's me. Me. Mimi? You? Me. Elder's residence. Oh. For some reason I thought the other building was going to be the Elders.
Do you think we should really just go in?
He's the one who told us to wait for him here.
I guess the Krityans really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
I mean, if they're like elves were like that, but that's because they lived for
Actually,
700
you're
years.
kind of like that too, Judith.
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Ah, there you are.
I wasn't too far from his
Welcome
voice.
back.
I've kept you waiting. Now, please, step this way if you will.
Walk this way.
Huh? This is the very means by which the lore of Miorzo is passed on.
Well, looks like you're a blank slate. Ba-dum-tsh.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, use the Nagig as you touch the wall, and repeat these words. City of dreams, veiled in mist, reality's extension.
Did you have to design it to have such a long password?
City of dreams veiled in mist. Reality's extension?
Okay, cool.
What's happening?
We Krityans possess an ancient power known as the Nagig that reveals the stories hidden in objects.
We did it to create the introduction to Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
These murals appear only when this power is joined with the proper incantation.
This painting is kind of creepy.
The Kritya, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Garaios and ancient sages. Our misbegotten wisdom has sown only the seeds of ruin. The Blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
You think this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm.
So, I feel like that would mean that Estelle would be useful because she eats lots of air. But I guess when you absorb more air, the air Krenes create more air?
In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Autophagos.
Thought it was Autophagos. I feel like that would sound cooler.
Autophagos. The
Autophagos,
world
okay.
united to challenge the Autophagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the end to Lakeia?
Why would you want this lore to be a secret?
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Garayo civilization was lost, the Autophagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evidence enough of that.
So then, is this painting showing the Autophagos being brought under control?
Hey, what's the last thing it says there?
This late property of Acme Industries.
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Autophagos disappeared into the void.
What?
Oh, we're gonna have to sacrifice
The
Estelle.
world's prayers. Life faded from the children of the full moon.
Our world was preserved. but the story shall remain here for generations to tell of our sin.
Well, way to go, generations. You forgot to keep telling us about the sins.
240th year of Asul.
What's that supposed to mean?
There is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean.
You know, if you told the story instead of just, like, speaking in metaphors, your descendants would have a much better shot.
Which led to the downfall of their entire civilization. They then chose to abandon the Blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Miorzo.
Really? That's all of it? That's the entire lore? You don't even, like... Wow, you don't even have, like, a list of, like, past elders? This is the entire lore.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
Why does this need its own building? It could just be like
what's helpful?
It could be a pamphlet.
There's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while?
Sorry, I'm trying to get past the cucumber
I feel
thing.
we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's be going.
Actually, I already slept in that house. Well, that's unfortunate.
Everything the Elder said is true, isn't it?
His interpretation of the murals might not be perfect, but with all he told us, it was very convincing.
We knew this was a global problem once we talked to Pharaoh. He granted us time because he knew how we would react when we saw this.
He probably wanted to show us humanity ain't cut out to handle the situation.
And to make us give up on Estelle.
So everything's just going according to Pharaoh's plan, then? I will not let that happen! Never! I won't give up on her.
I mean, That's a pickle. A cucumber that has been pickled. That old man, I swear, he lets anyone in the house. That's why we say old people aren't vigilant. I like the Krityans. I like how they're kind of just like a more exaggerated version of Judith's offbeat personality. Because, okay. Pharaoh seems to take this to mean that the child of the full moon needs to die to prevent the air imbalance. But the way I'm seeing it, I think it means that it's not because her being gone will prevent it, it's that she has to do something with her life, like sacrifice her life. So, like, killing her would actually be getting rid of, like, one of the main things you need, right? I mean, that's the way it makes sense to me. So let's head on in here.
The Cataclysm? The Autophagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the child of the full moon isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Autophagos.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Autophagos, the children of the full moon.
You know, maybe Estelle shouldn't be by herself right now.
But wait! Aren't the Hermes Blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes Blastia. That legend made it sound like all Blastia disturb the world's air. Right, Rita?
The Elder said that Blastia are Blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the Blastia we're using?
You're part of the problem.
Bodhi
You and all of
Blastia
your
are
plastic
special,
bottles.
But all Blastia utilize air in a formula. They're all the same. And formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the children of the full moon, they're probably only part of the danger.
But wait, it's too much air that hurts the world, so if we got rid of all the Blastia now, there wouldn't be anything using up the air, so then we'd have way too much air.
With more and more Blastia, the Autophagos will awaken. This is what the Untilakea are afraid of.
Huh. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
That's what I was worried about.
So...
I didn't want to admit it. Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were the bad ones. That's what I always believed. But I was wrong.
So does that mean we have to stop every Blastia? Like the people here in Miorzo did?
That's impossible. We need Blastia for our everyday lives.
That's like if we try to tell everybody to stop using the internet.
Barrier Blastia, Aqua Blastia, Bodhi Blastia too.
Yeah, you're right. I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah. I wish we could use Blastia without worrying about consuming air, but I guess that's just a dream.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
Oh, that's
All
what
things exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air.
isn't that what she and her
Some think that a still undiscovered
and
theory
that one
could
guy were
freely
working on?
manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
We need to save the world with math.
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula. If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power...
I don't really get it, but if you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
Okay, wait. So maybe, sorry, hold that thought, Yuri. So maybe life is taken from the child of the full moon is to say that to save the world we need the formula which has to be extracted from the child of the full moon, which is Estelle.
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Autophagos.
I mean, if my point was right, then killing Estelle would actually be really, really bad, because we can't just kill her, we need to get the formula from her. But we don't want her to die anyway, because we're her friends.
Awesome!
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find? Now you're really dreaming.
I will figure out this formula.
Yeah, we already know way more than
For
most people.
Estelle and for me.
Yeah,
Look at all these
you do that.
places we've gone to. How many people have actually talked to
Raven, where are you
Analakea?
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
Oh shoot, are you gonna go tell Duke? You are, aren't you, you piece of crap? Raven, I love you, but you're a piece of crap.
That formula sounds nice and all, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Go stop Raven.
For now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes Blastia.
No.
Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
No, get... stop the Duke!
But how are we supposed to find whoever that is?
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them. Cores are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends.
Yeah,
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
that's kind of up to them.
Whoa, hey,
What was that?
there's definitely some environmentalist overtones here. I mean, if you replace air with CO2 emissions and replace Blastia with fossil fuels and replace whoever made the Hermes Blastia with Walmart, you can have a really preachy environmentalist message. Oh, thank you, but no thank you. There was a shaking sound. It seems I can't actually go into the general store. Or are you the general store? Okay, you're the general store. Just a second, guys. Alright, yeah, I know that probably wasn't the best time to be dealing with shopping and stuff. Just, I don't know, I wanted to... Oh! Here we go! Even in the floating secret jellyfish city. Guess you found me! You're pretty good! I am pretty good to find you here. I'll teach you to cook as a reward! Yes, what do you got? Cream stew. Sounds good. I'll give you this so you can practice. Gotta go, till we meet again! Aw, this kid looks disappointed that, the ice cream person is gone. Noise? I think I might have heard something, or not. Sorry, I didn't really notice anything. I was busy. You were busy. You don't look very busy. You know, I mean, I think it's weird that the warehouse people, like, heard of me, but I don't have any problem believing that the Wonder Chef got here. The Wonder Chef... good cooking transcends time and space, you know? This Blastia is working. Why? This one is fitted with the core. Something's written here. Warp Blastia? So in other words, someone used this to leave Myorzo. Yeah, I think Estelle just hopped out. Looks that way.
Huh. What could a functional Blastia be doing here?
It appears that someone's left the town. Estelle? Where's Estelle? Wait, and where'd the old man go? Huh? You don't think both of them used this?
Huh. The Blastia in our town should have all lost their cores back in ancient times.
A core was probably brought in from outside of town. It should require adjustment to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to fit the core's formula. But why would she... Elder, could you get everyone to help us search to see if our friends are in town?
Very well.
I'm glad we could just order the Elder around like that. Let's look for them too. I have a bad feeling about this. I think Raven might have kidnapped Estelle. I think that might be what just happened.
I never should have left Estelle alone. Maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I should have stayed with her. She was so depressed.
You're not responsible for this. Beating yourself up over it won't bring her back.
I know.
And what happened to Raven?
He was acting a little strange.
You think they're working together?
I really doubt they'd both disappear at the same time.
But why just the two of them?
Don't make me start questioning your loyalties, Raven.
Oh boy, this is bad. This is very bad. And you know, I mean, Rita, like, if somebody just found out that their death might be required for the safety of the salvation of mankind, maybe don't let them be alone immediately after that. But yeah, okay, I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried here. And yeah, and then there were 5. We're back down to 5 party members, and I never like having less than my full team. I also never like Carol being the leader of the group. Stop that, Carol. So, yikes. Thank you for joining me on another expedition here to Myorzo, the jellyfish city. I'm gonna go see if I can find Estelle, and you'll be able to see that on the next episode of Comic Plays Tales of Vesperia. This has been Comic, and I'm on a jellyfish right now, standing in a jellyfish. That's still cool.